Hey guys, welcome to the Owlery. This is where I make my Hoot in the Dark reviews. Why don't you have a seat, have a nice glass of eggnog, maybe a cookie, and sit a while I tell you the time Hoots saved Christmas with the help of a few members of Squad 8 who needed to learn a thing or two about understanding and the importance of patience and whatnot. The story takes place at the same time that Yumi was yelled at by Rick, Sim's father, and Doof, and made a wish that she was never adopted. I believe it was a Yuma for life. So, make yourself comfy and enjoy this little tale. The story begins at the cozy Owlery, where the Hoots are getting some much-needed shut-eye before Christmas morning, where the squad gather to open presents and enjoy the company of fellow Hoots. Just then, Party Hoots wakes up and goes to get a glass of water when they see something in the main area by the giant Hootmas tree. It's a large shadow. They sneak up to the would-be intruder and smack them with their ukulele, knocking them out. When they turn the lights on, as a mysterious figure is revealed to be Santa? Gasp. Anyway, Party Hoots was beside themselves. What is it, Santa? Party Hoots' cry woke up the other Hoots as they went to see the commotion. They saw Party Hoots standing over Santa, crying, holding their ukulele. Yours truly decided to walk to Party Hoots and calmly ask what had happened by shaking them and yelling, "What the hell did you do to Santa, Party? Are you out of your hooting mind?" Party Hoots tried to explain themselves, but is stammering their words and pointing to the glass of water, then to Santa, then to the ukulele, before the Hoots hear a voice from behind them. "What the hell's going on? Where's Santa? We have more deliveries made before Christmas morning!" They see Santa knocked out, then back to the Hoots. "Well, guess we need to tempt Santa again. You help fill in for Santa since you guys are small. We need all the help we can get. You know anyone else that can help us?" After thinking a few moments, I had the perfect idea of who could help us in the world's time of need. I go back to the Smith's house, where we see the squad sitting in the fireplace moments after Yumi went up to their room, where the events of A Yuma for Life took place. Rick, Father, and Doof feel bad about what they said to Yumi.
Am I the only one who feels horrible about what we said to Yumi?
The others look at each other and agree.
Okay guys, let's not get crazy here. I mean, she did crash her van. We told her she wasn't ready, but she just had to drive. She knows we weren't really mad at her. She's had to learn a lesson.
Sims looks annoyed at Rick.
"Oh yeah, wow Rick. We're really full of Christmas spirit, aren't we?"
he said sarcastically. Father looks at Sims mad.
"Hang on there, Sims. You made her upset too. What makes you all high and mighty, Mr. Husband?"
Father said, pointing at Sims.
"I wasn't mean at her, I was stern but fair with her, while you guys were yelling at her. Shame on you,"
he said, trying to avoid blame. Just then your hero, me, ran in, getting their Santa Hoots costume on, and see the squad, but not Yumi. "Hey, I need your help. I'm not gonna get into much detail about it, but I need some extra helpers to save Christmas. So who wants to help Santa in their hour of need?" I asked, giving the best pitch in the world, not trying to toot my own horn. "Hey, where's Yumi?" I asked because there seemed to be a lack of Yumi in the room, which was very rare. Then they told me horrible things that they did and made her upset, a crime that would not go unpunished. "How dare you? Who are the ones that made her upset?" I asked as Harley pointed the guilty parties out to me.
"It was these bozos right here. They made her upset and all she did was make one simple mistake,"
Holly said as Rick, Doof, and Father look at her.
"Look, I understand it was an accident, but you can't tell me we were the wrong for being mad that she crashed the squad van. I mean, we put a lot of work in that van."
Not having any time to hear excuses, I decided to cut to the chase. Hey, doesn't matter who was mad or who was really wrong. You guys were mean, and I think the best way to not only make it up to Yumi and to stay on the good list is to help us save Christmas while Santa recovers from Party Hoots knocking them being sick. Yeah, come on, I say with a wink and a wave of my wing. as I teleport them back to the Allery where the sleigh is still there. They loaded up the sleigh and fed the reindeer as they prepare for a long night of toy delivery. When the squad saw Santa lying on the couch with a bag on his head, they looked at the Hoots and said,
Okay, who knocked him out?
Rick said, drinking from his flask. The Hoots looked at each other before Party Hoots said, What do you mean knocked out? He's sick. Yeah, that's it. Besides, you're the one that made me upset. Shame on you. Party Hoots said, trying to change the subject, when Sims looked beside the couch and saw the tinted ukulele. He held the ukulele up to Party Hoots, their name visible on the back. Party waved their wings at Sims and said, Oh, that don't mean anything. You got nothing on me, big leader chip man. With the sleigh ready, the Hoots and squad get in, all except for Simeon, who's sitting in the main area.
Sims? What are you doing?
Father asked as Sims drinks hot cocoa.
Well, I don't normally do this, but I invoke leader rules. I can choose to opt out of an assignment. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Just sometimes I use them when I don't feel like going around the world delivering gifts in the frigid cold. But you guys will, because I'm leader and stuff.
He said, sipping some hot cocoa before Father can argue. Yours truly snapped the sleigh, causing the sleigh to set up in the sky. The squad saw the world below as it started to speed up while they traveled to the first location. Just then they arrived at the first stop. They land and hop out of the sleigh. Rick looks at Hoots at the sleigh. They're sitting back.
Hey, aren't you Santa? Should you be going too?
Just then Hoots tossed Rick the bag. Someone's gotta keep it on the sleigh, and besides, you made Yumi upset. So go, shoo! Rick leaves grumbling. Rick, Doof, and Father enter the house to the chimney and make their way to the tree. Just as they were placing the presents by the tree, Doof starts talking.
You know, we were kind of harsh to Yumi. I mean, it really was an accident, and we really could have handled it a lot better than we did.
Father and Rick look at Doof annoyed.
Of course, you're the first one that gets all, ooh, we shouldn't have yelled at Yumi. Well, we did the right thing. If you ask me, we were being stern but fair, just like Sim says.
Just then, Hoots can be heard on the walkie-talkie. Guys, let's get a move on. We don't have all night now. They crawled back up the chimney and back in the sleigh. They went to house, delivering presents under trees. Some houses had dogs, so they had to be quick. They were even chased around a few times. As a squad make it to the sleigh, they catch Party Hoots talking to Hoots. I feel bad about having the squad do what we should be doing. You know, since I was the one that knocked out Santa, Party's Hoots said as Hoots reassured them that it was alright. Hey, don't ruin a good thing. They did all the work while we sit back and enjoy an easy ride. I mean, we were lucky to catch them yelling at Yumi. Just sit back there and enjoy this. Hoots said as the squad came back and put the sack in the sleigh.
Hey guys, man, it's been a long night, huh? Sucks that Santa got sick and wasn't able to see this beautiful scenery.
Rick said suspicious.
Yeah, too bad he was sick. So lovely out.
Father said, looking at Party Hoots. There was an awkward silence before Doof spoke.
Party Hoots, why did you knock Santa out?
Doof asked bluntly. Santa Hoots tried to change the subject, but Party Hoots cracked from guilt. It wasn't my fault! I thought he was an intruder, and when I smacked him with my ukulele, I thought it was Santa, and the elf said that they needed help, so he made up a lie that he was sick, so you guys would help, and we used the fact that you guys used Yumi to help us save Christmas, which, by the way, that was kinda mean, guys. I mean, come on! So there, now you know the truth! I did it! I knocked out Santa Claus! Santa Hoots slapped Party Hoots to calm them down. Chill out, Party! Jeez, it was an accident! It's not like you meant to do it! And we know you would never have done that if you knew it was Santa. The squad looked surprised at Hoots' response.
So you're not mad at the party? I mean, they're the reason we have to do all this.
Rick asked, thinking that Hoots was upset at Party for what they did. What? Why would we be mad about an accident? We know they didn't mean to. Maybe you guys should take a lesson from us and learn to forgive. I don't know. Maybe the person you guys yelled at for something they didn't mean to. The squad look at each other and agree.
Yeah, you kind of got a point there. We shouldn't have been so harsh to Yumi. I mean, it was an accident.
Father agreed and looked at Rick.
Okay, you got a point. I'm just mad that the fan was wrecked. I'm just so glad you guys were able to fix it. Alright, guys, let's finish up saving Christmas and get back in time to open presents and make things right with Yumi.
Rick said. At the Hoots and squad cheered. They finished delivering the gifts and made their way to the Smith house for the last house. They put up the gifts just in time for the squad van to be returned to the garage, good as new. Just as they finished, Yumi walked down the stairs into the living room as the squad was waiting. And well, you know the rest. I mean, you did watch the episode of Squad 8, right? Anyways, that was the story of how Christmas was saved thanks to help of a few little hooties and a few squad members. And as always, accidents can be forgiven as long as you're willing to forgive them or yourself, even if it's crashing the squad van or yelling at a loved one for crashing a squad van or accidentally knocking out Santa. You can forgive others or be forgiven. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you got what you wanted this year. And you never know, maybe I gave you the gift you always wanted.
Hoots, what are you doing?
Oh, Yumi, hey, what are you doing here? Well, I'm just finishing up the story. You see, this story takes place when you wished you were never adopted. You know, a Yumi for life.
I know that, but what I want to know is, how were you in my dream when you were here?
Well, I gotta go.
Hoots said before running away from Yumi. Yumi ran after Hoots as they ran back and forth as it pans away from the owlery as the screen fades to black and the Christmas special ends.